Good evening, YouTube. It is currently 6:18 in the morning, and I am merely further regressing into mental insanity like I do every day after watching NASCAR races. You know something? There's something serene about the middle of the night and into the morning around the 5-hour slot. Just something so peaceful, so right. It's the start of a new day. Most of the time it's not even windy, so the air is still still. And you just have a feeling of a fresh start. And I say this because it's a perfect segue into the fresh start that Martin Truex Jr. has had. Are you kidding me? How did he get all the way back up to what? Was it 8th? My goodness, what a comeback. You see, when he went into the pit stop for that unscheduled stop after contact with Larson, I thought that if there's a caution late and the leaders go into pit, Truex and Keselowski have the best chance of swooping in and stealing the win from Harvick. Now, too many people stayed out with them, which was an issue for several drivers that I like. So, I was really hoping that more drivers would go in than did. I mean, more drivers would go in, and since 9 of them stayed out, that screwed Busch in a way. But I think there was that caution right after the caution where they pitted, where Busch fought his way into like the 6th spot in like 2 laps. And then the caution came out and I thought, okay, I think Busch might actually do this. But then shit happened, and then I guess my karma powers were on break yesterday actually. When Harvick actually got behind Larson and Larson got loose and almost wrecked, I was so close to saying karma powers right there. But, you know, it's disappointing that my karma powers came to an end so early. Because I really like the idea of having powers to where I predicted the winner of the race and then that driver would wreck. You know? I miss those powers already, but anyway. Maybe it was the fact that I was unaware of it. The fact that I was unaware of the fact. But anyway, so my fantasy roster was fantastic this week. I picked Truex, Harvick, Newman, Busch, and Reagan. And they did stellar, except for Reagan, who got 19th, I think, which is, you know, pretty good for a driver like David Reagan, especially, but considering the fact that that was the best Gibbs car last year, the 18 was the best Gibbs car last year, it's not exactly that impressive of a run, and it smells like shit in here. I need to open up a window because of that fucking sewer. You see, it's springtime now. And god damn it, it smells even worse now. Open up the windows and everything just comes flooding in. The little that was in before is now joined by the much that was waiting to come in. And that's just fantastic. Oh, what was I talking about? I really thought Busch had a chance to swoop in for the win. That was unfortunate that he didn't. I was sad. I was talking about Kyle Busch before opening the window. Yeah, so that was the most powerful of the Gibbs cars, and it's unfortunate that Reagan can't find any power in it, really. But that's just the way it's gotta be. Was I going somewhere with this? I don't think so. So, I predicted right after Las Vegas that Harvick was going to win this race. And that was actually the 4th straight win at Phoenix for the number 4. Now, this is an issue for multiple reasons, because I think it gives Harvick a sort of karma target on the back of his head for the next Phoenix race, since he saved himself from utter obliteration last year by winning at Phoenix last year. Well, 4 straight for the number 4. I don't think that it's a good idea to place all of your chips on Harvick for the next race. Now, I probably should have felt more superstitious for this one because of the rule of threes idea. And oh my goodness, the super value truck's here already. He's going to be sitting there for a while. Yeah. Because of the rule of threes, because beforehand it was his 3rd straight win, and this one should have put a target on his back. And you know, Harvick didn't dominate like I expected him to. I expected him to be as dominant as he was in the fall Phoenix race last year. He did lead the most laps, I think, but I still thought he would dominate more than that. And that's saying a lot. If you lead the most laps in a race and people still expect you to dominate it more, you know you're doing something right at that racetrack. So, yep, that's a thing. I think that's about all there is left to discuss. My streak to the finish is coming to fruition as always. I picked Harvick for the nationwide race, and I picked Truex for the Sprint Cup race. I got both of those good to the green, and everything's awesome as far as fantasy goes. 4 of my fantasy roster drivers got in the top 10. And you know, it was just an all-around great day for Kamikaze Games. Really disappointed that Truex didn't win, but the fact that he came back from what was almost certain failure before that second to last caution came out, I mean, I'm happy. I am happy that he came back for a good finish. I'm more amazed than anything else, but you know, still at the same time, it was some good shit. Some good shit, yo. So all in all, actually, I did record the amount of commercials that replayed again. I had a big long list. There was a lot of them that repeated more than 5 times. I think Budweiser, Chevy, and fucking KFC were the ones that repeated more than 5 times. Panasonic only came on once, which surprised me because I didn't really start paying attention to the commercials until about 1/3 of the way into the race. I remember this because he said that it was 33% of the race done when they got back from commercials, which I wasn't paying attention to because I was too busy watching YouTube videos about NASCAR. No, I'm just kidding. It was something else. So that is about all that I'm going to say for this one. All in all, the race was, yeah, pretty good, I guess. I feel so bad for Stewart, though. He has just gotten 0 things done this year, and that sucks. Because Tony Stewart is cool. He is a cool cat, and I really wanted to see him win last year, and I just want to see him post a top 20 this year. I mean, it has gotten to that point. I think Alex Bowman has a better average finish, and he's only done 3 of the 4 races this year, so that is kind of sad to think. So, that is your NASCAR review. I would give the race a 5 out of 10. I take off points for the win being predictable a full week before the race even happens. And I also take points off for Logano leading at the start, because that pissed me off. I mean, if Harvick's gonna lead, then at least it's Harvick and not Logano. You know, I don't really like Harvick that much. I did like Harvick some before the 2007 Daytona 500. That really broke any connections I had to Kevin Harvick beforehand. And then he lost the championship to Johnson in 2010, which made me even more pissed off at Johnson and Harvick. Johnson for winning and Harvick for losing just made me pissed off at everyone. But I suppose it's time for me to get some food. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I can find a parking spot here. Guess I'm going all the fucking way over here. Well, that sucks. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you after the California race, maybe before if I need to rant about something. Welcome back, Kurt Busch. It is great to see you back again, and hopefully the bitch is crying at home because she can't do shit. Goodbye, everyone. Woo!